Demon Slayer fans, Chainsaw Man fans, let's just sit down and talk about this for once, please. As we already know, both of these two anime movie has already dropped their own respective movie trailer, Demon Slayer having 1 minute 30 seconds trailer, and also the same goes for the Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie. Like 2025, anime cinemas are literally on fire. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle and Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie are heading to the big screens, and as everyone knows, people are pretty divided. Today, I will be talking about the hype, the argument, and probably deciding on which movie will quote-unquote dominating or is better than the other one. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. First, let's set the stage. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie screens in Japan on the 18th of July 2025 with a US/UK release on September 12, 2025, kicking off the trilogy that adapts chapter 137 to 205 of the manga itself. Meanwhile, Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie is slated for September 19, 2025 in Japan, followed by US theaters on October 29, 2025, picking up the Bomb Girl storyline based on chapters 40 until 52 of the manga itself. So yes, Infinity Castle will land first in the cinemas, but Reze arc is not really that far behind, with just a few weeks between Japanese drops and a couple months later globally. Fans are already betting on which will be more explosive and quote-unquote better. But first, let's talk about what defines a movie to be better than the other. In film industry, usually when you release a movie worldwide, the one thing that will always get looked over is how you are topping the box office and how much money you are making for your singular film. So if that defines which movie is better in a way, I would give my answer right away, and it is Demon Slayer, which, not a doubt, will definitely make more money than Chainsaw Man. That is the harsh truth of this thing. And no hate towards the Chainsaw Man series, and no, I'm not offending you guys, I hope I'm not, because I don't hate Chainsaw Man at any cost. I actually really love Chainsaw Man. I love the story, I love the characters, I love everything about Chainsaw Man. But this is the harsh truth of this particular industry. As you guys already know, Demon Slayer has made their debut of movie watching experience with Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Mugen Train movie, and that has made a global impact towards the film industry for anime. They are making waves, and their impacts towards the perception of others towards anime is literally huge. And let me just give you guys this, they have made over 500 million US dollar and tops the box office as the highest grossing anime film of all time. Forget about Makoto Shinkai, Your Name, forget about Studio Ghibli, Spirited Away, Suzume, The Boy and the Heron. Those are no match for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train, because it literally tops the charts. It's literally the highest grossing anime film ever made. Who in their right mind will not expect another big hit for Demon Slayer to happen with this first part of the trilogy film of the finale arc of the manga itself? But again, let's be real, I'm not saying that the Chainsaw Man movie will flop overall or whatever, but I mean, like, looking at Jujutsu Kaisen 0, it is still in the top 10 most grossing anime film ever with 196 million US dollar worldwide gross, and that is just Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the prequel of Jujutsu Kaisen. And with Chainsaw Man having their sequel being made, this could possibly be another big hit for MAPPA, and especially this is fully funded by MAPPA, fully produced by MAPPA themselves. They are putting their all in this movie, so if this movie fails, we might not even see a season 2, but I doubt it. I do think that this Chainsaw Man movie will definitely be a huge success with how much care that they are putting towards this movie, and with how they are changing the narration and the approach towards what makes Chainsaw Man Chainsaw Man. I am pretty surprised at how people's reaction has changed overall from season 1 to the movie itself. I do think that this particular movie is something different than what we've been expecting for Chainsaw Man itself. So I do think that there must be some element of surprise in this movie that we are not even looking forward at all, and just got it, oh my goodness, it's a thing. So I do think that Chainsaw Man might actually pull something off, and it might actually be on top of the maybe even top 5 of the highest grossing anime film of all time. I mean, like, they just need to compete against the first Slam Dunk, the One Piece film Red, House Moving Castle, Ponyo, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, and also The Boy and the Heron. It's not that hard, right? It is pretty hard because top 5 is almost over 300 million US dollar worldwide grossing. So that's pretty hard, I must say. But I do believe that Chainsaw Man will somehow make it to the list of at least top 10 worldwide for anime film, and I do think that Demon Slayer will again top the list with maybe even creating a whole new record. Like, imagine if they goes over 500 million US dollar worldwide gross. That will be gross. Like, imagine breaking your own record with your first part of the trilogy film. That is just insanity. But again, Demon Slayer has a huge fan base. I'm not saying that Chainsaw Man has none, but the impact from Demon Slayer towards the world has been insane, has been gigantic. So I do think that Demon Slayer will top the box office way more than what Chainsaw Man can actually do. Unfortunately, I'm not here to tell you guys the story of which one is better, which plot is better, which character is being well written whatsoever, because we already know which one will top all of those. So I'm not going to be talking about it, but let me just say this: well written character, well written series doesn't always end up on top, because there will always be a series where it is more popular than the other and just stealing the spotlight for literally every single second. You need to understand, the entertainment industry will always favors the show or the series that has more impact towards what is making them the most money, and Demon Slayer is the money cash, the cow casher for Ufotable, and they are putting everything into it. I'm not saying that MAPPA isn't, but since Demon Slayer has built up this reputation for such a long time, the legacy of Ufotable, the legacy of Demon Slayer, the crazy Demon Slayer fame, the clout that Demon Slayer has, that will only make Chainsaw Man look like a small underdog. But again, I love an underdog story, and I love being surprised. So I'm looking forward to see what Chainsaw Man can do with their own movie for the sequel of Chainsaw Man. And yes, I know you guys are waiting for me to talk about the animation for each movie. Both has a way different approach to what they are trying to actually achieve in their movie. Chainsaw Man having a much grittier, raw, and their own approach on this movie is very different than what Demon Slayer is trying to achieve, which is those cinematic, those shiny. It's just different direction for both of this movie, which is very hard to actually say which one is better. Sure, both has insane animation, both have insane shiny effects, sure, both have way different compositing work. It's very hard to actually say that this movie is better than this movie in terms of animation, because the animation, the direction, the narration, the approach of this movie are completely different. So I can't really say much about it. But one thing that I can definitely say, I am definitely more interested with how Chainsaw Man is changing and shifting their approach towards how they're visualizing the story of Denji in this particular movie, comparing it to Demon Slayer having the same way that they are visualizing their story in like the movie or the series. It's just the same way, it's just the same path that they are taking. Sure, insane animation, fluidity, shining effects, those things, but with Chainsaw Man on the other hand, you have a fresher breath, a fresher take towards animation, and this is something that I am very much looking forward to, and I'm definitely looking forward to how they are going to be giving us the taste of Chainsaw Man in the Chainsaw Man movie itself. But who the hell cares? I'm watching both anyway, so I don't care about which one is better. I'm just feasting, bro. First of all, I'm gonna watch the Demon Slayer movie, and I'm gonna watch Chainsaw Man movie. I'm gonna love both of them because this is a win for me either ways. So yeah, those are pretty much it. Please do let me know what do you guys think about which one is quote-unquote better in your own way. So yeah, those are basically it. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next Chainsaw Man / Demon Slayer video. Goodbye.